In the last 3 Premier League games, Liverpool have lost 3 matches, dropping 9 points in the process. However, our next game comes this Saturday evening, the late Saturday evening kickoff at the Gtech Community Stadium against Brentford, where we say hello again to a former Liverpool captain who led us to so much glory. But can our current team get back on winning ways to lead us to glory this season? People, it's the live match preview for Brentford versus Liverpool. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kopish.
See, now you're tuning in. It's the main free back again. Ripping LFC till the end, so go on, tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions. We the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region. Elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap and drifty quan, tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool till the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kopish. This is Kopish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. Please do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, but also make sure you check out okjersey.com for the best football jerseys money can buy. £15, people, for your football jerseys, whether it's this season's, last season's, or seasons from yesteryear. Get your retro kits and training gear there too as well. And you get a further 8% discount with the promo code Kopish, Kopish. Apologies for the background noise. It's half term. It seems like my kids are trying to outcry each other at the moment. Madness. I might just stay in here after the stream's finished, guys. How about that? I might just stay in the conservatory and pretend I'm filming for the whole evening. Yeah, I might do it. I'm only 1 week into half term. People, I'm only 1 week into half term and the week ain't even finished. How long do you want us to do the stream for today, people? Because I might not go anywhere. I might not leave this seat. How about that? I might just pretend there's been breaking news and I might just stay in this seat for the whole... Oh, they've stopped crying now. They stopped crying. All right. We're back. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Pray for Liverpool as well. Look, Liverpool in the Premier League form has been stinky. Liverpool overall form has been stinky. However, we did get back to winning ways yesterday with a fantastic win over Frankfurt. 5-1 goals from Virgil van Dijk, Konate, Ekitike, Gakpo, and who was the other one? I keep on forgetting the 5th goal scorer. Who's the 5th goal scorer? I said Gakpo, right? Who else is... Look, my mind's gone. All right, so Ekitike got the first, then Virgil, then Konate, then Gakpo, then Sobo, the drive from Sobo. How can I forget? Bloody hell, Andre's going to kill me. Andre, sorry, brother. Sorry. It weren't on purpose. Forgive me. But look, got back to winning ways, 5 goals. Excellent team performance, in my opinion. But that only really tells half the story because we've seen what happened since the game with Salah. Questions have still been asked. Is Slot going to revert back to certain players in the team? Is Slot going to revert back to different formation? Isak picked up an injury yesterday. Alisson's still not available. A lot to talk about. But look, let's also speak about our opponents on the weekend, and that is Brentford. They've got an informed striker in Igor Thiago, who's actually got 5 goals so far in 8 games. They are currently in the Premier League table, sitting at 13th from the 8 games so far. 1-3, drawn 1, and lost 4 on 10 points. In terms of head-to-head between the two teams, we've played each other, I believe, 8 times in the Premier League so far. We've won 6. Brentford have won once. That was a 3-1 win against us in 2023. And we've drawn 1, which was the 3-3 draw. We've scored 19 goals in those games compared to Brentford 7. When we played Brentford at the Gtech, they've won 1 game, drawn 2, and also we've beaten them once. In terms of average goals during these games, it's usually around 2.6 goals per game. So we are always in and amongst the goals in these games. In those games, averagely, Brentford average about 0.9 goals, so just shy of 1 goal, whereas Liverpool, we can average around 2.4 as well. So look, these games are usually fun for the opposition. For us as Liverpool fans, not the most fun. The Gtech is not a stadium that's ever been easy to go away and play against us, Man United, a few games ago. Wow. D&J still got the bum fluff car. Wow. So not only are you hating Sadiq, so Sadiq, you've got another hater in the crew. I see it. I see it. Do you know what? I haven't done this for a while. Let me just, maybe because I haven't brushed it. New brush as well. The all black thing. So maybe, just maybe you're hating generationally because I haven't brushed it. But obviously when I do that now, it's a whole nother ball game. Look, it's glistening actually. I didn't even put no oils in it today. No diddy. And it's glistening. So don't hate. I didn't expect that from you, D&J. I'm not going to lie, brother. You've been supporting us for a long time. You've always been really gracious to us. And this is what you do. Still brushing. Wow. Has Sadiq hacked you? Wow. Okay. I knew this was going to happen. I just, again, when you start to find success, you see the hatred come out. I get it now. I get it. When you see the success, the hatred comes out. Clean. It's cool. I just didn't expect it from you, D&J. Didn't expect it. I know these games are always interesting games, good battles. But we have to do a lot in this game. And I want to speak about some of the key battles. The first one is midfield. We are all familiar with one of their players, and that's Jordan Henderson. A loyal servant for us, one of the best captains in the club's history, and a great player for us. He is having a very good season. And we have to be mindful of his energy and his work rate and how he plays. I also think we have to watch out for Damsgaard. For me, Damsgaard is a player who has gone under the radar for years now. He's a very good midfielder and usually gets good output every season in terms of assists. So he's someone we've got to watch. I think you've got to look at Kevin Sade, who plays wide for them as well. Very, very, very good footballer. Someone who I believe at the end of this season will move to a bigger team as well. And then you've also got Igor Thiago, who started the season on fire, scored a brilliant opening goal against Man United, got a brace in that game. And then you look at players like Coyote, who plays at right back and also play at left back as well. They've got some good players, some really good players. So we cannot take this game for granted, and we have to be on it. In terms of where I think we need to do what we need to do, hey, Alié, big up yourself. Kelleher in goal as well. He knows the team inside out. He knows those players inside out. If we get a penalty, he's going to know where the players put penalties. So we have to be mindful of that. However, where we can do our thing, in my opinion, is we can be strong defensively. If we can have it so Virgil Konate, one goes to attack Thiago and the other one steps back just in case he wins a header or wins the ball, I think that will work very well in our favor. Be more compact in the midfield. Keep the ball better in midfield. Allow Verts to be higher up the pitch where he can cause damage. And also we need our wide players to do their thing as well. So I know it just sounds like I've said the whole team, but I think you all know we need to win our duels in order to get something out of this game. We need to quieten down the crowd from very early also, in my opinion. Moving forward then. In terms of team news and injury news, Alisson's definitely going to be out. I think Frimpong will be out. He came off yesterday holding his hamstring. Obviously, Leone is out for the season. And then also Isak went down with an injury as well. Well, got substituted with an injury, groin problem. Hopefully, it's just precautionary. I don't expect any of those players to feature. Well, Leone definitely won't. Alisson definitely won't. I don't expect to see Frimpong or Isak feature at all. Now, Isak, in my opinion, shouldn't be starting this game because of the form he's on and because of the form of another player who we'll speak about. The one that worries me the most is us not having Frimpong. And the reason I say that is because Oh, sorry, Gravenberch, another one as well. Shout out to Adaj and Kwame. Still don't know what the extent of his injury is, but I believe he'll be in the squad for the game at the weekend, in my humble opinion. Hold on, Red Scout TV. Is this correct? Frimpong's out for 6 weeks. Has that actually been confirmed? Is that been confirmed already? 6 weeks. Bloody hell. When it rains, it pours, man. So in terms of not having Frimpong, my worry is that at some point we'll see Szoboszlai at right back, and that makes my brain hurt, if I'm going to be honest. Cameron, is Bashir available? How long's a piece of string, bro? How long's a piece of string? I wish he was available, because I genuinely do believe he should be on the bench and start getting some minutes. So yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. In terms of yeah, the whole Szoboszlai right back thing, I'm done with that. I'd rather Joe Gomez come off the bench and play right back if that's needed. I know that puts a risk for the centre back situation. I just don't want to see Sobo there. For me personally, I just don't want to see him there. But look, I'm going to share my screen now and see if we can come to an agreement as a community on who should be starting this game. And I think one contentious situation is going to have to be addressed. And I think I'm going to really annoy a lot of you, but I hope you guys can listen to why I'm suggesting it and not crash out. But I know you guys are a crash out community when you want to be, so it could be dark for me. Right, you guys should be able to see that. Before I do that, though, over 300 of you guys watching across all platforms, please quickly stop what you're doing and let's hit that like button. And then also, if you're watching on Twitter or anywhere else, or Twitch, when you get a chance to, please head over to YouTube after the stream's finish and give a like there as well, please. And if you're watching on Twitch for the first time, subscribe to the channel on Twitch, follow us on Twitch, also follow us on Twitter, and also follow us here on YouTube as well. Right. Let's share the screen and let's see how much you guys crash out on me. So in goal, Mamadashvili. I don't think there's any qualms with that one. Obviously, Allison out. It's not going to be Woodman. Right back, it has to be Bradley, right? No Frimpong available. Centre backs pick themselves at the moment. Konate and Virgil, both with goals yesterday as well, which is needed because, in my opinion, them two should be scoring at least 5 to 7 goals a season with how many free kicks and corners we get. But that's for another show. Left back, I'm sticking with Robbo. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, and this is where I may have a little bit of a gripe with the manager. I don't think Robbo starts this game. I think it'll be Kirkes. In midfield, it should be Sobo and Jones. It should be Sobo and Jones. But I think it will be Sobo and Mac. I think McAllister is starting this game. So that's already 2 players in the starting lineup who I don't think will, who I do think will be benched for other players. I think Kirkes will start, and I think McAllister will start as well. In the 10, I need to see Wirtz in the 10. Ekatike up top, no Isak. All right. Here's where it gets tricky now. I think, look, and I know he winds people up. He winds me up sometimes. I think Gakpo has to keep his place in the team. He's on a goal scoring run at the moment. I think it's only fair that he's rewarded with another start. And I think he will start. He seems to be one of Slot's favourite players and one of the first names on the team sheet. Oh, one of the kids is doing a madness again. May have just added another 10 minutes to this stream. Who knows? But yeah, I think Gakpo has to start. I think he had a really good performance yesterday. 3 goals in the last 3 appearances, if I'm not mistaken. Chelsea, Man United, and Frankfurt. And I think him and Robbo actually have a good rapport down that side, if I'm going to be honest. They've both been at the club for a long time together. I think they just understand each other's games a bit better than what Kirkes and Gakpo do. And again, that's not all Kirkes' fault. We've seen the compilations. We've watched the games where Kirkes does overlap and doesn't receive the ball. That's not really on him. That's on Gakpo, but that's a conversation for another day as well. The right side, guys. Oh, the right-hand side. On merit, and because of the fact of what he did yesterday, when he came on and never passed to Wirtz, it shouldn't be Salah. It should be Chiesa. And remember, this is my starting lineup, what I would do. And obviously, I would change formation, but Slot's not going to do that, so I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible. I think Chiesa should be starting this game. However, guys, I'd be very, very willing to put good money down that Salah's going to start right wing. I think Chiesa should be starting this game. But it will be Salah. And here's the thing. Salah could play this game and Salah could score a goal and get 2 assists and we're all sitting there going, yeah, he's back, he's back. And here's where I understand to an extent why Slot will play Salah. Salah does provide us with balance. He still is our best attacker. And he is, in my opinion, one game away from turning this all around. And that could be this game. But we know Chiesa or Merit should be starting. Now, there's an argument to say Chiesa is better off the left wing. I agree with that. But at the moment, Gakpo, in my opinion, should be dropped. But it's not going to be Chiesa. Even though I've got Chiesa here, even though I've got Jones here, even though I've got Robbo, I don't think those 3 players will start. I think it will be Kirkes who starts left back. I think it'll be McAllister who starts next to Szoboszlai in the pivot. And I think it'll be Chiesa. So I think it'll be Salah who starts right wing. And that's where I've got a slight issue. Because if we don't win the game and those players come back in and they don't have good games, then I really have to look at the manager and start asking some horrible questions that I don't want to ask. MK. This is how I know sometimes I'm not crazy. Do I have crazy moments? Do I say crazy things? Yes. You guys have got a catalogue of those things. MK says, unpopular opinion, I think Salah needs an assist more than a goal. I think people really underestimate how important an assist is for an attacker. Big up our brother football with Enz in the building. Make sure you subscribe to Enz's channel, please, people. If Salah gets that assist for Wirtz yesterday, I think it changes his whole demeanor. I really do. And I know people say he's the most selfish player of all time. And look, there's been many times where he's been in that position and he squared it and we've scored. There's been other players throughout history who have been in that position and haven't squared it and haven't scored. So he's not the only one. It's just, it's more magnified because of the form he's in and the fact of the form Liverpool have been in recently. But at the same time, he should have absolutely squared that ball. And if he squares that ball, we're sitting there. Everyone runs to Salah, celebrates with Salah. The headlines in the morning, Salah gets an assist. He might be playing his way back into form now. He starts the next game because Chiesa, if I'm not mistaken, Chiesa didn't get a goal or an assist. But he didn't. And now we're sitting there going, does he even still want to be at Liverpool given what happened with his Twitter, etc.? Remains to be seen. I think is it imperative if Salah does start this game that he gets a goal or an assist and makes a contribution in that aspect. Because if he doesn't, it gets even more dark for him and the team and the manager. So it's a bold decision either way. If you drop him, then whoever you drop him for has to perform well and we have to win the game. If you play him, he has to perform well and we have to win the game. The manager in this situation for me is a lose-lose situation unless we win. So time will tell on that one. But let me know, guys, in the comment section who you guys would start in this game. Who would be in your starting lineup and why? And what would your formation be? Got a couple supers here before I give my score prediction. Shout out to the Red Indian, says, I feel like it's outside noise that don't want us to do good. They want Salah out of the first team. Form is temporary, class is permanent. It's not just words. He is genuinely world class. Much love. You'll never walk alone. Look, I completely agree. Completely agree. But at the same time, he's not helping himself. And if he's not helping himself, like, we have to call it out. We have to call it out. Yeah, ends up. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. You have to call it out, and I agree with everything you said here. I do think there's less people who want him to do. There's more people from the outside that want him to do bad than the Liverpool fan base, but there are some people in the fan base who are just frustrated with him as well, and they have a right to be frustrated. So I don't think some people have gone overboard, and there has been some disrespect, but I think on the whole, I think everyone's been quite level-headed and just been like, he's not been good enough, so he shouldn't play. Big up to John Conway, big up Cal, Matt, and Drift. Liverpool 3-1. John Conway, big up yourself as always, bro. And that's a nice little segue onto my score prediction now. So I predicted us to lose 2-1 against Frankfurt, and I was horribly wrong, but I'm over the moon I was wrong. But I also predicted us to beat Man United, and I was wrong, horribly wrong, and very upset with that. Now, I really don't know, guys. I'm really nervous about this game. Really nervous. Big up to Uncle Rods. I'm sure he won't mind me saying this. He just needs Salah. I just need Salah to stop being selfish, to be honest. Yeah, 100% agree with that, Uncle Rods. Guys, subscribe to Uncle Rod's channel as well. 100% agree with that. Look, me and Enz generally agree on quite a lot. And Enz is just frustrated with Salah at the moment as well, saying that he holds Salah to a level of world class, so he has to perform world class. And when he does silly things like this, it frustrates him more because we know how good he can be. And I agree with that. You guys will know what I'm doing right now. It's a tactic called deflection, because I don't know what score prediction to give, but I know if I don't give one, that you guys are going to call it out in the comments, and I'm never going to hear the end of it. I'm going to tell you how I feel, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think we draw the game 2-2. I think we draw 2-2, unfortunately, guys. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we win the game. I hope we batter them, but I do think we draw 2-2. That Frankfurt win was brilliant, but the Premier League's a different beast, and Frankfurt haven't been playing great. Wow, look at you guys crashing. Wow, N says kiss my teeth. Ali's calling me a fence sitter. Wow. Wow, Switchblade said if Cal predicts us to drop points, it means we're winning 3-0. Wow. You know what? For a community that I praise so much, you lot can be dark sometimes, you know. This community can be dark sometimes. And I'm always at the brunt. I'm always at the brunt of it. What have I done to deserve this, guys? I can't. Fraud. Ali call me a fraud now. I can't win. I'm open and honest with you guys, and this is what I get. This is what I get. Wow. This is a dark world we live in, man. Wow. Yura says this guy defo stares at the fence in his garden. Wow. Honesty. My brother Honesty says yellow card Cal. Perfect Balance says Cal the curse. It's a dark community, man. It's a dark community. But you know what? Maybe I'm as toxic as you lot because I love you lot same way, man. But look, people, I'm going to wrap up here. Redirected over to Hooks, but I'm going to be going on Enzy's channel now. So make sure you follow. Look, you watch me on Enzy's channel, then you can still watch Hooks's show along with George. And I want to say Fam Zone as well might be there on that show as well. So look, you got 2 shows for the next 30-40 minutes, people. So make sure you do what you got to do. Smash the like button, people. We're on the road to 40,000 subs. Check out okjersey.com. But more importantly, let me know your score predictions in the comment situation. Man says Axel Foley's bugging. You know what? Bun you lot, man. I don't really mean it, but no, bun you lot. People, enough love to you all. till I see you tomorrow, where we'll have a show with Hassam and Tom in the afternoon. Stay safe, stay blessed. Kopish out, people. Take care.